Starting December 16th,
this is crazy.
Meta will begin reading your DMs.
I think y'all ought to listen to this.
Photo and voice note fed into AI for profit. Let's look at this video, and then we're going to get more into it, guys. We're going to get more into it.
Starting December 16th, Meta will start reading your DMs. Every conversation, every photo, every voice message fed into AI and used for profit. So here's how to stop it. Now, they make this intentionally difficult on purpose, and you can only do this on desktop. You cannot do this from the mobile app. So first, you're going to visit privacycenter.instagram.com, and it's going to take you to this page here. And what you want to do is you click on Other Policies and Articles, and you'll see where it says How Meta Uses Information for Generative AI Models and Features. Click here. And the third option is Privacy and Generative AI. You open this, scroll to the bottom, and you'll see it says, whether you use Meta products or not, anyone can submit requests related to their personal information from third parties being used to develop and improve AI at Meta. You click on Learn More and Submit Requests here, and this is the form that you want to submit. So you click this, fill out this information here, and send this, and this is how you submit to opt out of Meta using your information to improve their AI services.
But that's not it, guys. That's not it. Let me just see if there's anything else right here. Yeah, actually, I'll read this because I just want you to understand how serious this is. Meta is rolling out a new policy that lets them use your private conversation to train their AI unless you manually opt out, which he just showed you how. That means every DM you've ever sent, not just going forward, but your whole history. Every photo, every voice memo, every private chat with friends, family, partners, clients, even messages people send to you. All of it can be fed into their AI models. And yes, they made the opt-out process intentionally confusing and desktop only, so most people won't do it. This video explains exactly how to stop it. If you don't do this, Meta can legally use every private thing you've ever sent to train their AI, starting December 16th. This is not a drill. Will you trust Meta with your private DMs? Now let's take a look at this one because it's not just them, guys. No. Good morning and happy Monday. That's when she posted it on December. Today. If you have a Gmail account, now is the time to check your settings. AI may be reading all of your emails. What did I tell you? I told you what's coming with AI. I told you this is a global domination. There is no place on earth they want you to be able to hide.
If you have a Gmail account,
starting.
Shalom Yashrullah, call HALAL YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM BAHASHAM KAPADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone to teach me well. Peace and salutations be told for the elect. Brother Tazwam coming at you from the prophets in Babylon, camp here in Tampa, Florida. This lesson is going to be a quick in transit going into Meta AI, alright? Supposedly starting December 16th, Meta AI will begin reading all of your emails, your messages ever sent out, your voicemails, all these things. Meta's going to begin accessing into their database, alright? Supposedly to train AI, but really this devil's getting the inside scoop on you without you even noticing. And I put the video up and it shows you how to opt out for it, but they're not going to make some heavy announcement or big announcement telling you these things. They always just do it without your permission. And it's the same thing that happened with Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg got sued for that shit. When they was asking him about all the things he was doing, he didn't deny it. Okay? About how Facebook really got into people's information and leaked it. Okay? But these devils, and it's not like Mark Zuckerberg had a choice in that matter. He had to do that. All these big heads, all these big pocket devils, all right, these big stable pocket devils, they got no holes in their pockets. All right, call them holeless pocket devils. All right, because their money don't leak out of their pocket. Okay, they only accrue money. Their money only ends up building up. But Jake, the poor, our money is just leaking out of our pockets like there's holes in them. All right. But yeah, these devils these niggas got no choice but to share that information with the government, with the CIA, with these elites. Okay, you get anywhere in this world, any type of notoriety or fame or a little bit of money to your name, guess what? You're gonna have to be controlled, and you're gonna have to be used according to Esau's methods and standards. You're gonna have to do what he wants you to do. A lot of people know your name or your face or using what you put out. They're gonna use you to influence those people. All right, so let's get into it. Right in the book of 2 Corinthians 2:11. But I want to grab the G and T for that. So let's grab 2 Corinthians 2:11, and the G and T says, in order to keep Satan from getting the upper hand over us. You don't want to let these devils get the upper hand. All right? You don't want them to get an advantage over you. Okay? If he go in there getting your information and shit, which you probably already got it, but don't give him another method to have your information, because AI is going to transform and transcend into ultimate control and into an ultimate surveillance system. All right? And then you're going to be locked in a database. People going to wonder how they already locked in the database. But these devils are taking methods now before they even ask, without even asking for your permission. They're taking methods already to lock you into the database. Oh, back when AI was training, we got all your emails and all your voicemails and all your messages. So these devils really looking to see everything you've been doing, you've been saying, your communications with people. Okay? They want all of these things. They don't want you to escape their radar. They don't want anybody to escape their radar, ever. And not only that, they're also searching for the elect. They're searching for so-called anti-Semitism. They're searching for people who are somewhat woke. Okay? They demonized the word woke too. Completely tore that word up. So they're looking for people who are enlightened, okay, to a degree, that know certain things that they don't want people to know. They put a target on your back, all right? They're setting the markers down, okay? It says, in order to keep Satan from getting the upper hand over us, for we know what his plans are. So we know what this devil's plans are. We know what he planned to do. Okay? So if we're in the know, if we're in the light, we ain't gonna be able to fall for his traps that he got set up for us. Alright? That's why the Lord made us watchmen, because we're able to watch and see the danger coming before it gets there. And to alert the people, to alert Israel. Okay, this is our duty, right? This is the book of book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5 and verse 4. Start at maybe we can start at verse 3. So I can bear with me. Yeah, verse 3. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3 in the NLT. When people are saying everything is peaceful and secure, then disaster will fall on them as suddenly as a pregnant woman's labor pains begin. And there will be no escape. Alright, ain't gonna be no escape, man. Okay, it's gonna come upon you suddenly, and it ain't gonna be no escape for you. All right. 4, but you aren't in the dark about these things. Okay, so the scriptures say that the people in the world are in darkness. They got a gross darkness about them, meaning they don't know what's going on. They're not in the know. They're living in the simulation that Esau created for them. Okay, they're living in a false reality that Esau painted for them, and they refuse to understand. They refuse to acknowledge it because of pride. Pride causes them to not acknowledge that they're living in a false existence, a false reality. All right, the world is not as it seems. All right, and the reality where Esau painted them to be the good guys and Jake to be the bad guys. And so they just go on trusting these Edomites who they think are heaven sent, okay, and fall for every trap. You go on Google and look up heaven and all you see is Edomites. But then they turn around and tell you that everybody can be saved. This devil's the ultimate liar. When you look in the depths and crevices of this of that bullshit of Christianity doctrine, all right, it's in the end it's you just worshiping Edomites. All right, it says, but you aren't in the dark about these things, dear brothers and sisters, and you won't be surprised when the day of the Lord comes like a thief. So everybody can be caught off guard when the day of the Lord happens, when that wrath comes. Okay, but we won't be surprised because we've been expecting it. We've been waiting. When the Lord pulls up, he's going to be happy to see that there has been his faithful servants sitting there waiting for him to get there, to pick them up. Okay, pick us up too, Lord. We with you. All right. If you ever see one of those shows like The Last Kingdom, or one of those old medieval time movies where they're going to war, one fortress or kingdom is going to war against another, okay, and there'll be times where you see an army coming up against there'll be an army coming up against one kingdom. Okay, one kingdom going up against another kingdom, and that kingdom that's going up against that kingdom may have already had some of their people enslaved inside of that kingdom. And that's what we are here in Babylon. Okay, so that when that army comes to attack that kingdom, those slaves rise up on the inside and attack from the inside. And therefore the kingdom is utterly destroyed because it's being attacked from the inside and the outside. All right, and there is no escape for them. That's how it's going to be when the Lord pulls up for us, because we're going to be in the know, man. But it says, for you are all children of the light and of the day. We don't belong to darkness at night. All right, so these people are in a dead state, asleep, a heavy slumber, okay, to where everything that this devil brings upon them is successful. All right, because they can't get past the deception. They can't get past the false reality, the lies that they've been told. People walking around here with clogged up arteries and veins because of the lies they've been told. All right, heart problems, neurological problems. All right, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 3. Let's see. And the NLT says, a prudent person foresees danger and takes precautions. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences. All right, you want to be simple, you can go blindly on and suffer the consequences. All right, this guy gave an option for you to opt out of that, but who knows whether you opt out of it is going to save you from it or not. Okay, they can just try again a few days later, or maybe a month later when nobody's expecting, and sneak it in there without you realizing it. Okay, these devils are constantly on our heels trying to wear us down. Let's grab this. In the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5 and verse 8. And NLT says, stay alert, watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. Okay. That's our great enemy. Who? Esau, Edom. The elites, the rulers of wickedness in this world, man. Okay? GNT says, be alert, be on watch. Your enemy, the devil, roams around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. So be alert and be on the watch. We are made watchmen. Alright? So if you ain't watching, guess what? He gonna sneak your ass. He gonna before you notice, he gonna be right up behind you with a dagger to the gut. With a dagger to your back, so lock you. Alright? And that's the last thing you want. This devil to somehow sneak up on you, get the upper hand on you, get the advantage over you. You don't want that, man. It's gonna be a great torture. Alright? That being said, though, I truly hope this transit was edifying to you, occupying not worth listening to the sincerity. So next semester, I give all glory, honor, praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RICANS. Shalom.